Yo, what is going on, my friends? Welcome back today. ASAP Rocky, Guns and Butter, official music video, brand new music video. We're going to be breaking it down. If you guys don't know me, my name is Max, music video director, music video editor. I've done a bunch of these before. This is going to be more on the breakdown side, show you really what I'm thinking, talk about how it was filmed, how it was edited, all that good stuff. If you guys are new here, consider subscribing, joining the community, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Go ahead and check this out. I'm excited to see it. Start this. Alright, so first thoughts, opening scene. What I'm seeing here, first of all, I love the setting in the background. I like the purple. I like the color grade. Second off, if you're thinking of this from an editing point of view, there is a way where you can green screen somebody on a moving car, but just my opinion, just from all of the complex camera movement, the way his hair is reacting with this, the way he actually seems like he's a little bit scared he's going to fall off and get fucked up just from this car, probably not a green screen. I'm pretty sure he is sitting on top of the car and that this isn't keyed out and put on there. Now, next thing I want to talk about, this scene coming up here. Super simple to do this. Put some green tape or any kind of green screen on the inside of the windows. Now, the catch is, let me play this out real quick. You see how whenever the car comes towards the camera, the imagery inside is moving towards the camera as well. That is because it is motion tracked. Very easy to do that within After Effects. 2 videos I've already made tutorials for, putting the green screen in the window as well as motion tracking it so it looks accurate. All right, first one, super old video I made. I made this, I think, a year ago. I think it was actually one of the first few tutorials I even made. Bennett, Warhol, Speed Racer. Check out that music video. Inspired me to make this little tutorial here. As you can see, if you look at this shot, they put a green screen over the car, keyed out the green screen. Here's my example of it, and then you can put anything you want out of there. Instead of having the camera on the inside of the car, green screen on the outside of the car. For this shot, we have the camera on the outside of the car, green screen on the inside of the car. Hope that makes sense. If you want to know how to do the ultra keying, check out this video. Second video I want to point you to is another ASAP Rocky full tutorial that I made on ASAP Forever. Now, if you watch this, it's going to show you how to do motion tracking, as you can see within After Effects, for all those crazy zoom outs, which you guys were seeing, and the motion tracking is going to help you through that process to make sure that the images are scaled the proper way. Keep moving along here. We're only 15 seconds in. Bam, zoom through there. Really like this scene with all the mannequins set up. Alright, now this right here, let me give you a quick little breakdown for this, like I said. Alright, now what I like about this is, first of all, interesting scene setting up the mannequins in this kind of position, but I'm also pretty sure that this is to distract the viewer's eye. Not 100% certain about this, but I'm pretty sure that this is what they did. So you have your mannequins here. These are real, in real life mannequins set up, different poses. Check out the clothing. All of it looks real. Now look at this scene. Here's where I think the viewer's being tricked a little bit for this specific scene. You see that little setup shot of all the mannequins, all the close-up, but when we get to this shot, you can see that the mannequins are looking a little bit different. I think that that's because these are 3D model mannequins. That would make more sense as to this destruction, the physics, and they use the program like Houdini, any other 3D software to make them explode. Now, as for this explosion, look up productioncrate.com, link in the description as well. Always talk about them. Easy little free keying effects like this little explosion. That is just my little hypothesis about it. They could have maybe done some sort of demolition or some sort of in real life effect that made all the mannequins fly around like this, but I'm guessing that those are 3D models and they have some sort of 3D destruction going on. Moving forward, let's bring back the music. Alright, so I actually didn't catch this. I watched this once before, and I never really understood why they put this in. It has the name of the actual song on the cigarettes, so this is what I'm guessing it's named after. Guns and Butter Cigarettes. Guns and Butter is the name of the song. Just actually caught that. Let's keep playing this through. Actually kind of surprised at how the music really kind of matches this random scene here. 3D printed gun. I don't know if this is actually a 3D printed gun or if they did some sort of 3D model. As you can see, it kind of looks like there is a little crop there, but maybe not. Let me play that real quick. So yeah, we have a bunch of random scenes. We got chickens going in for the slaughter. If we look at the lyrics over here, you can just see there's a lot of rhyming with different foods and also references to the government. So probably why they're using that sort of imagery in particular. Let's keep playing on here. Basically just showing a bunch of processes. We got some package delivery here. I actually saw a comment below here saying it seems like it's a how it's made video, which was pretty funny. They did have a lot of random scenes like that. I'm not sure if they just really wanted to plug them in, match the music. Alright, so that was a super interesting effect. Let me talk a little bit about this. So, the song name, Guns and Butter, what I'm guessing they're trying to do here, which I really like, they're kind of just showing different instances of guns within American culture. For example, armed forces, big example of guns within our culture, big example of showing one side of what is accepted. Now, flip side over there, let's zoom out of this gun to what isn't accepted. Gun in the hands of a kid. Another gun, I'm pretty sure, was over here to the right. Yeah, so another gun here, so some sort of school shooter scenario. Just in terms of what I'm thinking, I think that's pretty interesting, showing the two contrasting sides of guns within our culture, guns within our society. And I really like that from a visual aspect because they're just showing this visually, these two contrasting points. They're not really trying to push a message onto you. They're just giving you things that make you think, which I really like. Now, in terms of an editor's point of view, let's go back and look at this effect right here. Now, what this reminds me of is Coldplay. I think it's called Up and Up. Go check out that music video. It's really cool. Let me search it real quick. Basically what this video is a whole bunch of this kind of video manipulation, all this compositing within different shots that look really awesome, just like that. That's what that reminded me of, first initial instinct. I think it was smart for them to use this sort of compositing to get that point across. Now, if you guys want to see a tutorial similar on how to do this kind of stuff, link down in the description. My compositing video, I talk a little bit about how to do that with 3D as well as other clips that you guys can do. And then the last point I want to touch on, I'm pretty sure that this little background, this swirliness of the inside of the gun is also put in through post. It kind of disappears a little bit as we move along. It looks like it's feathered in. I think they added that just to make it look more cinematic and have a better background in general. This right here is what I'm guessing the background actually looked like, just this kind of black hole. But that looked pretty cool. And we skip the last part there that happens at the end of that scene just so we don't get some sort of strike on this video. But I just want to mention, I think that was interesting panning out and showing that because it does kind of give you a different perspective on the kid who has all the guns. The way that I interpreted that scene is that maybe there's more going on with this kid's storyline. I don't really know what's going on throughout somebody's lives. When you see someone holding a gun, you may think of them one way, but what's actually happening throughout their life and why they're doing the things that they're doing, reacting the way they're reacting, could be a whole bunch of underlying problems that we don't see. So that's pretty interesting. This scene right here, kids' cigarettes, testing on their head, bald kids. Check this out. And that was pretty cool too. I don't know if there's a deep underlying statement like I was talking about before in this scene, but I'm pretty sure that this is more of just this is kind of like personification brought to life, where the whole ad campaign for his testing album is these mannequins. They made these kids look like mannequins, shave their heads. They have these kids who are basically, I'm guessing, supposed to be playing the mannequins, but they're actually in real life. All right, we got little Bobby here with the rifle. And I think this is another interesting aspect about how they're showing gun culture within our society. It's a huge part of our culture and the way that people are raised. I think this is pretty interesting. Also want to point out, I'm not really political in any way. I'm in no way wanting to spark debates about guns and all that. I really am just talking about what I'm visually perceiving and the thoughts that go through my brain. I don't know if they're trying to really push one side or the other on you either. Like I said, I think they're just trying to show these different parts of gun culture, and it lets you think about it and have your own interpretation about what you're seeing. Big party scene here. I like that light in the background, and we got that nice camera angle, probably using a crane again. Crowd surfing. I wonder if this was actually shot at one of his shows or if this is set up. I feel like it would be easier to just do it at one of his shows, but you never really know. Maybe it is set up just because he kind of fell with the matching of the music, and we kind of had this skit going off from that, so I don't really know. I feel like in real life, if he had fallen in the middle of a crowd, people would be like jumping all over him. So this is a pretty interesting scene, how they had her voice that part. And we got the performance scene on top of the crowd surfing. I thought that was pretty cool. Talked a little bit about religion here. Now let me go over to the lyrics one more time, because just some things I heard kind of matched up with what I was saying. Now, earlier when I was talking about contrasting things that are going on, showing one extreme and then showing the other, I feel like that's the same exact thought processing built into this part of the song. So in the song here, grandma was a Catholic, mama was a Christian, Pop returned to Muslim when he spent some time in prison. So basically just talking about how he's surrounded by all these different religions, all these different ways of thinking. And then the exact opposite of that being shown on screen here, where you see the KKK, which is a very one-dimensional hate group, only thinking in one way, not surrounded by a bunch of these other ways. Like I said, the contrasting sides of these two things, pretty cool way to show that. Another part of showing guns within culture, hands of a gang member, shaving off these serial numbers as you can see here. So basically just used in an illegal way. So far we've seen gun in the hands of school shooter, guns in the hands of the armed forces, guns in the hands of people in the streets. Played a little bit through here. And then guns in the hands of law enforcement, as you guys can see. Keep playing it through there. And we got this van completely shot up. And basically looking like full martial law here, where they're going right through a neighborhood. All these windows are shot up. So a pretty interesting statement. Giant speaker here with that testing logo in the middle. And bam, sucks you right out of that dimension and goes right back to, I'm pretty sure this is the only scene that A$AP Rocky is actually in. So that's pretty interesting. Bam, interesting way to end this. So going back to the whole idea of the album testing, going through the windshield as if he is the mannequin. Now I'm guessing what they did to pull this off, they got him filmed with just a normal black background here, I'm guessing they put this kind of effect over that they did with the other window scenes, where it does really look like it's behind a windshield, just a little bit more gray. Now moves forward, and we got a normal glass overlay here. If you just look up glass overlay on YouTube, you can find a bunch of royalty-free green screen channels that make stuff like this. Now, the way that they film this is perfect setup for this effect, and it really does wrap it up all together perfectly. Bam, just like that. Pretty cool video. Liked it a lot. Different from his other video. This in itself was ultimately something that I think was just there to make you think about stuff. I'm guessing that it wasn't pushing a specific cause for action. I think that it was just showing contrasting sides, talking about guns within our culture, and just letting you see this imagery and interpret that for yourself. And I think that's powerful storytelling, and that's a powerful thing to do within music and visual art, videos, films, movies, whatever you want to call it. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Of course, that's all my opinion. That's just the way that I interpreted it. Let me know in the comment section below your thoughts on this video. If you agreed with some of the stuff I said, if you disagreed with some of the stuff I said. Also, let me know in the comment section if you want me to break down, make tutorial on, react to any other video that you guys have in mind. Comment section for this is the place to do that. Travis Scott got a new Yosemite music video, about to check that out. Could be the next one. We got a bunch more tutorials on the way. This was more of just a breakdown, talking about things, showing my perspective, and then just kind of speaking on the interesting facts of how it was made. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you did. Like I said, if you're new here, consider subscribing, joining the community. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting, and I'll see you guys later.